Hi everyone, welcome. In our last few lessons we've been working with descriptive adjectives in Spanish. Remember that adjectives describe nouns. They also agree in grammatical gender and number with the nouns or the pronouns they describe. Let's recap some of the things that we've learned already. We've learned that adjectives that end in O or an OR have four forms such as alto, alta, altos, and altas. We also learned that adjectives that end in an E or a consonant have the same masculine and feminine forms, like inteligente just has two forms, inteligente, inteligentes. We also learned that adjectives that describe different genders will use the masculine plural form. For example, if you want to say Luis and Ana are tall, you have to use the masculine plural form just as the default. So we have Luis y Ana son altos. In this lesson, we are just going to look at some more common adjectives, in particular adjectives of nationality. In looking at the list here on the Spanish side, if you see no notation, that means it just has a singular form and a plural form, like Canadian, Canadiense, and from the US, or quote-unquote American, estadounidense. It just has the singular and the plural form. If you see a notation, this is a common notation that you find in textbooks. Either an A in parentheses means you have a masculine singular and a feminine singular, which means that you have four forms. Or if you see a slash, sometimes you see the masculine form and the feminine form in the singular. This also means that there are two plural forms, so you'll have four forms. So we have two adjectives here that only have two forms, canadiense and estadounidense, and the rest of them will have four forms. So let's go down the list. We have Canadian, Canadiense, Mexican, Mexicano, Mexicana, American or from the US, estadounidense, Chinese, Chino, China, Japanese, Japonés, Japonesa, French, Francés, Francesa, English, Inglés, Inglesa. We also have Argentine, Argentino, Argentina, four forms, Costa Rican, Costarricense, just two forms, Cuban, Cubano, Cubana, so this will have the four forms. Spanish will also have the four forms. We have Español, Española in the singular. Russian, Ruso, Rusa, this will have four forms. And Australian, Australiano, Australiana, four forms. So let's practice a little bit with these adjectives. If I want to say Jose is Argentine, then I would say, now I've given you in parentheses the default form, which is the masculine singular. Now it could change depending on the subject. So Jose, well, that's masculine and singular, so it stays the same. So if I want to say Jose is Argentine, I would say Jose es argentino. Mary is English. I have to pick the singular feminine form, so I would say Mary es inglesa. Eva is Canadian. Eva es canadiense. Remember, it's the same, masculine or feminine. Giovanni, this is a masculine singular name in Italian, so Giovanni es italiano. Bob is Australian. How would I say that in Spanish? I would say Bob es australiano. Sophie es, she's French. Sophie is French. Sophie es francesa. Let's look at some plurals here. Jose y Pedro, they are Spanish. Now to make the plural form, you have to add an es if the word ends in a consonant. So Spanish in the plural form would be españoles. Jose y Pedro son españoles. Jose and Pedro are Spanish. Ana y Laura son, they are Cuban. Ana and Laura are Cuban, so I would say Ana y Laura son cubanas. Now here's a mixed group. Eva y Gregory son ingleses. So I have to use the masculine plural form in this case. And again, to get the plural form, the masculine plural, you add an es to the consonant ending here. So ingleses. Pierre et Louis, so these are two masculine French names. They are French. Pierre et Louis sont franceses. Sorry, a little bit of French came out there on the verb. So Pierre et Louis son franceses. And there you have it. Okay, if you found this lesson helpful, I would appreciate it very much if you'd give it a like to continue learning and go on to the next lesson. Click on the video that appears here on your screen. See you soon. Hasta pronto.